Here we go, 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 here we go.
All right, I just finishing up eating real quick. I ran down to the house and it's pouring freaking rain. Just gonna whoop this real quick and then we'll start. Okay. All right. I'm good. That was fast. I ate that really fast. I'm gonna pay for that later. Yep.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Nope. Gonna pay for that later. Oh. Yep. That's gonna come back to bite me. Hey, Dragon. All right. Shut the music off. It's time for space news. Oh man. We got a schedule to keep, Brandon. What did you have? It was grilled chicken with chunks of potato. I think there was some cauliflower in there and green beans. It was all right. Also, I'm soaked. If you guys, didn't put that one together. It is, it's raining a lot outside. You ate it that fast? I actually ate it on the way up here in the rain, and there was only a little bit left. Yeah. Do you think you'll go to the first New Glenn launch? Corsi, yeah, maybe. I hadn't even thought about it. I would love to, actually, to be honest. That would be a excellent thing to see. Oh. Oh. All right. It's raining in Georgia too, Brandon. Yeah, I think it might be not just a regular rainstorm for you. I think it might be the spicy rainstorm. All right, so link up what you guys want to talk about and we'll go from there. There's an OIG report. The KC-10 officially retired. There's that. What else? All right, we got that. You know what? Let's start this with a pick-me-up. Hellfish linked this yesterday. I think this would be a good place to start. So, I'm not sure where this is, but here, take a look.
Oh Christ, yeah.
Σας έδωσα και πληροφορία, έτσι. Τι άλλο θέλετε?
Reese?
Yeah, he's making a bit of a mess.
Κάτω, χαμηλά, παιδιά, καπνίζει.
No. I don't know. What's coming?
Here.
Robin Old says hi. Hi! Hmm. Who flies Phantoms other than Iran? Greece still flies Phantoms, dude. Yeah. That's, yeah. I thought they were speaking Greece. That looks like Greece, and they're the only other ones, dude. Oh, what a cool plane, man. It goes fast, and it pretty much sucks at everything else, but hey, the Hellenic Air Force seems to think it's okay. I think this is space news. Yeah. Iran still has F4s, but I don't think this is, this doesn't look like Iran to me. Yeah, baby. Starlink is about to hit 4 million customers. All right. Oh, yeah, there's the $20 billion news. Iran has F-14s, too. I don't know how to, yeah, I knew that, Tessa. Just don't really know how to feel about that. You know, like, that's, I mean, nice, but also not nice, I guess. Like, it's cool. It's a cool plane. Space news. Earth will capture a second moon. Oh, this weekend, but it won't be sticking around for long. Yeah, I got you. Cool. It's going to be a shame when F-35 shoot down. Let's just hope that never happens, okay? They can just keep flying those things. It's cool, and we could just stay over here with our planes. What is this? Iran reveals new Kaher 313 stealth fighter. Look at the date. I was gonna say that doesn't look recent, but anyway. Why were the wings canted down? Why were they dihedral down? Why would someone do that? That's all right. A CF-18 driver put on a bit of a show for some guys recently. Right on. They took an old F5 Tiger. They took an F5 and strapped some stuff to it. It's an F5? Really? What are you? You know what? Just keep doing it. Whatever. Yeah, that's fine. When in Texas today. Oh, thanks, Fabricator. Yeah, I got you. Oh, hold up a second. Hold up. Yo, dude. Nice. Frick this thing. What a piece of junk. Also, flying potato. I'm sure that works very well for them. Also, potato. Nice. There's a good variety of stuff going on in the background there. There's a couple of Hueys. that that thing. Anyway. Stoke news. All right, we can start there. Full vid of Gwed speaking at the Texas Committee of Appropriations. She starts at the 28 mark and talks for about 20 minutes. Ooh, we should watch that. I'm genuinely curious here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh boy. There we go.
Space in this facility will support. Oh, I heard that.
28-minute mark.
For your vision.
All right, let's see what we got.
To invest in the future of space exploration and trusting Texas A&M University with.
Hey, Reed Wiseman is back there.
Thank you.
He's also texting.
Good morning. I'm Gwen Shotwell, president of SpaceX. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and distinguished members, for allowing me to speak here this morning. We love Texas. SpaceX is now both incorporated and headquartered in Texas, and we've been active in this state since 2003 when we established our rocket development and test facility in McGregor, Texas, which I call my home office now. Since then, we've established state-of-the-art facilities, development, test, and launch facilities. We've improved both in McGregor, and we've developed these facilities down in Starbase at Boca Chica, Texas. For those of you that have not visited that facility, I invite you and strongly encourage you to come down, and come down often. If you miss a 6-month cycle,
Yes, Debbie.
you will have missed the tremendous progress that we've made down there. It is an extraordinary place. I spent 6 months living there in 2003. We also have a Starlink user terminal factory in Bastrop, Texas, almost 1 million square feet, and we're expanding now. From there, we build the equipment or the gear that allows rural Texans, or frankly any Texan, to connect to the Starlink constellation on orbit. Again, we've got about 1 million square feet there. We will continue to grow that as we continue to build out the Starlink constellation and our customer base.
No,
This
McGregor.
week, by the way, we will pass 4 million customers for Starlink, which is quite exciting.
Or maybe Boca Chica.
So SpaceX is proud to be here in Texas. I live in Texas. I'm a proud ranch owner in Hamilton County, north of here. I was not born here. I was born in Chicago, but I choose to live here, and I love it here. My husband was born in Presque Isle, Maine. His father was in the military, and he grew up on Fort Hood, now Fort Cavazos. So we are proud Texans, albeit maybe adopted. We so appreciate that the state and what you are doing for space. You're supporting innovation, high-tech manufacturing, and frankly, doing the impossible, allowing companies like SpaceX with organizations like NASA and universities like A&M and UT, have to say, my husband's an Aggie, to basically support the endeavor for humans to live on other planets and be truly a spacefaring nation. We are also proud to support our wide array of customers. We are now launching our Falcon rockets roughly every 2.5 days, weather depending, in support of NASA, Department of Defense, the intelligence community, our commercial and our international customers, as well as Starlink. We hope to launch roughly 100 missions to put more Starlink satellites in orbit to allow us to connect even more rural Texans and other folks living in rural communities across the globe. We are honored to support our national defense every day and to support NASA and the safe launch of our astronauts regularly to and from the International Space Station. I'd like to walk you through the progress that we've achieved here in Texas. At Starbase, we are paving the way for humanity to be truly spacefaring and a multiplanetary species. I know that might sound crazy. It sounded crazy to me when I joined the company over 20 years ago, but I really am committed to this endeavor. Starbase is a one-of-a-kind facility. We manufacture, test, and launch the most advanced rockets on the planet there. It is a fully reusable, meaning both first stage and second stage, launching, reusing, instead of dumping that critical hardware in the ocean, which most of our compatriots do. This vehicle is capable of launching over 150 metric tons to Earth orbit, which will pave the way for humanity to move to other planets. We've invested more than $3 billion over the last few years, with just $1 billion in outlays in Texas this past year. We've hired thousands of Texans to work at our facility here, and we continue to expand our operations there. In Bastrop, as I mentioned earlier, we're building the devices that connect users, humans, to the Starlink constellation on orbit. Broadband is a critical aspect of our daily lives, and economic development will flow from connectivity for all.
That's
Our nearly 1 million square feet of factory manufactured its millionth terminal. We call it user terminal, or DISHY. So we produced our 1 millionth terminal in less than a year. And Bastrop will be the largest printed circuit board manufacturing facility in the entire United States, and I'm pretty sure we'll be able to beat Southeast Asia in efficiency of producing those printed circuit boards. Starlink is connecting Texans every day. We have over 100,000 users in Texas right now, and it's my understanding that there are still 800,000 yet to be connected, and we certainly look forward to expanding the capabilities to be able to do so. We're also supporting Texas Military Department, Emergency Management Department, and many other Texas state agencies with Starlink.
Did I just hear that SpaceX is going to make more PCBs than Southeast Asia? Did I just hear that right? Is that what you just said? Like, I'm sorry, I usually don't pause the video. Beat Southeast Asia in efficiency. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. More efficiently than most in the U.S. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. I just want to, I misheard. All right, cool. Because I was going to say, like, all right. Okay, cool.
We look forward to continue expanding that capability and leveraging both federal and state investment dollars to help serve all Texans, both rapidly and cost effectively. In McGregor, again, my home office, we operate the world's most active rocket development and engine test facility. If that's just a quick drive from Austin, we'd love to invite you up there and watch an engine get fired. It's quite an amazing feeling. I have to turn the volume of my team's calls off every time we fire an engine, which is about 7 times a day. We've invested over $200 million in the facility and infrastructure in McGregor in just the last few years, and that figure can be doubled or even tripled if you look at non-direct, but basically investment that supports what we're doing there. This facility is the most advanced and active rocket engine test facility in the world, and we've safely conducted over 7,000 tests. Incredible space innovation is happening here in Texas as a direct result of strong leadership from this committee and from state policymakers like the governor and the legislature, as well as many other Texas executive agencies. SpaceX will continue to support NASA's Artemis program from this state in Texas, where Starship will land the next American astronauts on the moon for the first time in 50 years. Before China beats us to it. From there, we open the door to Mars. To get there, we look forward to working with you. SpaceX commends you, Mr. Chairman, for your vision and leadership in establishing the Texas Space Commission, the subject of the hearing today. We look forward to working with you and many others on building upon the great and existing foundation in the state of Texas and even stronger space manufacturing and launching state. At a very high level, we have a number of recommendations, and we have very specific recommendations to go through maybe in other venues. But for sure, we want to continue to enhance regulatory efficiency so that regulation does not hold back technology and innovation. This is not an issue for our competitors overseas. It is an issue in the United States. Less so in Texas, but again, this is just kind of a recommendation. We have invested hundreds of millions of dollars in infrastructure, roads, sewers, water, et cetera, and it would be extraordinary to receive some additional support from the state of Texas as we continue to build out these facilities. Finally, updating legislation and regulations in the state to protect individuals and the public from potential hazards associated with launch, while allowing freedom and flexibility for us to continue operations safely and efficiently. As I mentioned, we have very specific lists to be helpful, and we certainly look forward to dialogue on the recommendations that we have to make Texas an even greater leader in space. Thank you very much, and I look forward to your questions.
Right. Representative Stuckey? That's okay.
I don't know if it works or, there it goes. Gwen, I just want to say thank you for allowing a group of us legislators to come down there in May of 2022, and you also gave clearance to our spouses to be able to watch the production of some of those rockets and then also go stand next to one that's ready to launch. It's truly amazing. And I still remember in your restaurant on your secured facility, you have Occupy Mars and a big neon light behind where we ate. So thank you for allowing us to do that. I think that's amazing. I think all of you that haven't had that opportunity need to do it if you're willing to do it again, because that was awesome.
I'd be happy to. And by the way, the tents are gone, and we have a real manufacturing facility now, fully air-conditioned.
Thank you for all you do.
Thank you for coming.
It is air conditioned, creep. What do you know?
Representative Tepper?
You weren't wrong.
What are the regulatory, I guess, hurdles or impositions you're referring to? What sort of protections are you looking for or would like to avoid?
So, by the way, we are not afraid of regulation, right? It helps keep businesses thriving as well as the community.
So this is a Texas Committee on Appropriations. That's Gwen right there. She's the president of SpaceX. She's the number 2 at SpaceX, right behind Elon. And she's answering questions. And what I'm really looking for here is if there's anything on what's going on with the TCEQ and the wastewater, et cetera, et cetera. Let's see what happens.
Community safe. We've not had specific issues in Texas. You'll read more about the issues that we have at the federal level on regulatory items. We work very closely with organizations such as TCEQ. You may have read a little bit of nonsense in the papers recently about that. But we're working quite well with them. All I'm saying is, when you as this business grows, you will probably enhance the regulatory environment. And there's just a caution that you really want to make sure that regulation doesn't impede progress. It's one thing for an approval to take maybe months, but if at the federal level we can build a rocket and get it prepared for launch faster than we can get the bureaucracy to approve us to launch.
But most of that is federal. Is it noise regulation, or you alluded to environmental regulation? What are we looking at?
We are regulated by dozens of bodies with respect to launching at the federal level. The fact that we're doing business in the state of Texas, we have regulations, of course. There's the water. There are noise, sonic booms that will occur with launching, especially as we try to bring that vehicle back. So we work closely with the environmental organizations, both the state as well as the federal level. Dozens of organizations. I'm happy to come visit you and chat a little bit about the mass of regulations that we try to fit through every day. When it comes to legislation, as you know, the beach, there was legislation to allow us to launch, to clear the beach just when we launch, to protect the public. There's probably some other legislation that will need to be looked at in order to continue to help protect the public during launch.
Speaking of the federal, I guess, what is the federal division of what you do versus the state? I assume 99% of what you do is regulated by the federal government or built by the federal government or invested by the state of. What does the state of Texas provide? I don't see anything here. Is it roads, infrastructure, sewer systems? What do we do?
So the state of Texas definitely helps us with the roads. We've spent tens of millions of dollars on improving the roads as well, out to Boca and Starbase. There's power. We want to expand our power footprint in Bastrop, so there'll be some utilities work to do there. McGregor, I think we've probably, we have, just to get back, you asked percentage-wise, federal versus state. It would be, I don't want to guess at that. I'm happy to follow up with you. But for example, when we built after the first Starship flight, you may have seen basically the engines dug a hole under the launch mount. Now, to protect that from happening again, we built this kind of upside down shower head to basically cool the flame as the rocket was lifting off. That was licensed and permitted by TCEQ. The EPA came in afterwards and didn't like the license or the permit that we had for that and wanted to turn it into a federal permit, which we are working on now. You might have read something about that in the media.
Is there an ask here? Are there other investments you're seeking, or?
We have a
grants,
detailed
testimony?
list. We'd be happy to come
Okay.
meet with you.
It's time, so we'd like to see it.
Understood.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If I might add to that as well, the Texas Space Commission, with the grant application active and live, that is the perfect way for folks to begin to let us know what they need, what they're looking for from the state. So we do anticipate those to start coming in here in the next week. So
So a little bit of context here. What do you do in a committee on appropriations? Basically, Gwen is there to basically prove the case that, like Highway 4, for instance, maybe some state money can go to Highway 4 and so they can expand the infrastructure there. Some state appropriations can go to that to help SpaceX kind of shoulder the cost of upgrading their infrastructure to scale in Texas. There, she mentioned Bastrop. Bastrop is ridiculous. It's going to be like Epcot for SpaceX factories and stuff. Like, go look at it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's basically what this is. She's looking to help to get some money on expanding the infrastructure so they don't have to. They want to make Highway 4 a 4-lane road. Highway 4 needs to be an industrial road. Phil, yeah, it needs to be an industrial road. Hey,
we're
Tigris.
anxious to see what that demand set
Everything's
says.
good on my end. How are you?
Right. Members, any other questions?
That's exactly it, Tessa. That's why she mentioned all that stuff at the beginning. Look, we spend billions of dollars, and basically she's saying, like, look, you invest in this company, you invest in upgrading the infrastructure for us, we will net you some pretty crazy dividends here. That's why she mentioned all that stuff. That's why she said, oh, we are more efficient than Taiwan, because she's trying to, like, look, spend money, we'll help you out here, I wanted to see if she said anything about TCEQ, but that first dude over here with his arms crossed, he was asking, like, I'm not sure what he was on about. Like, what do we do? And Gwen was kind of like, well, this, and this, but it's a bunch of things. It's from Borger. Okay, Forge. We have the OIG report. We'll read about it in a second. She started talking about McGregor, then didn't finish. Yeah, I've noticed that. She kind of bounced around. I think the guy was just looking for specifics. Yeah, I don't think he's trying to be a jerk. I think he's like, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? What's the committee about? It's a committee on appropriations. You can tell because of the way it is.
So I have a very broad question that any of you guys can weigh in on. So why now, or what has changed? What is different in 2024 than, say, 10 or 20 or 30 years ago when it comes to our ability to access orbit or to get off the planet? And what are the implications for that from an economic standpoint, but also from a national security standpoint?
I'll take that as well just to start. But what I have seen over the last several decades is the emergence of the commercial industry. and the shift from NASA to want to focus on deep
Reed's
space
there.
missions and research and development.
He looks.
So as
Okay, I just want to point out how happy Reed looks to be there. That's Reed Wiseman, Artemis 2. He's the Artemis 2 commander. He looks really happy to be there. I'm just saying.
as I hear in the industry often, the low Earth
looks
orbit,
really,
where our
really
space
excited.
station orbits, and LEO, as we call it in the industry, is really a domain that is being, I hate to use the word taken over, but the commercial industry, we need the commercial industry to continue to grow our access to LEO for all of the things that we do there now, including national security, including pharmaceuticals, and you name it. There are so many things happening in LEO. So the commercial industry has emerged and continues to emerge on, I'll say, almost a daily basis with startups. We do have some really strong commercial companies headquartered here in Texas or that have a major presence in Texas, but that is growing so rapidly, hence why the Texas A&M Space Institute and other facilities like that are in such great demand. And I think also why we're hearing on the visits that I've been doing just over the last 2 months that we're...
All right, I just want to see if there's any more of Gwen talking.
What I'm seeing is that and it's not
Yes.
not unlike aviation was back when aviation went from carrying our mail to being military. That after the war, commercial aviation began to take hold. I see that happening now, many
That's right.
decades later in the space industry, and it's going to take us all to do what needs to be done.
What you just said is 100% right. That's a real that I'm happy that that's being mentioned. Yeah. You know, in World War II, the U.S. had bombers. We had bombers that could fly further than anyone else, right? You know, B-17, B-24, B-29, right? They fly further than anything, right? The reason why we have those is because it was kind of the natural progression of a contract that the U.S. government put out to commercial aviation at the time to build a longer range plane, right? Why? Why did they want that? Well, they wanted that because they wanted to haul the mail with the airplanes over the vast stretches of terrain in the United States and to U.S. overseas territories. Needed a longer plane, right? Or needed a bigger plane that could fly further. And that naturally progressed into making bombers very quickly in the late 30s. And that, there you go. The B-52 kind of is the B-21, I should say, is kind of the natural progression of that whole thing. That tech tree, so to speak in game terms, is still going on. Smart. It's a good idea. Certainly saved our ass, that's for sure.
Be done.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to respond as well. I think NASA in 2006, when they established the public-private partnership to establish the Commercial Orbital Transportation Services, the COTS program, that is the program that SpaceX developed the Falcon 9 launch vehicle and the Dragon capsule. We invested a couple of $2 billion in Falcon 9 and Dragon, and NASA gave us, you could kind of call it seed funding, roughly $406 million. It was quite a few years ago, but $406 million, which really gave us the start that we needed to make progress in both rockets and spacecraft. And attracting additional venture capital outside. So I think it was that public-private partnership that you can trace back to the beginnings in 2005. We actually won the agreement with NASA in 2006. And I think that kickstarted this industry, reinvigorated the industry.
And what
That's a
about
fact.
the cost, say, per kilogram or per pound?
That was part of the Constellation program, by the way. Just thought I'd let you know. COTS was under the Constellation program. I'm never gonna not bring it up, guys. I'm sorry.
To get off of the Earth and into orbit.
Never not gonna happen.
How's
It's-
that changed?
Well, SpaceX has been enormously helpful in changing that. I don't want to do math in public, so I'm not going to go do that, but I certainly will follow up with how it has changed. There,
Well, without numbers, it's changed dramatically. Is that a fair?
maybe a factor of 10.
A factor of 10, I'd say that's pretty dramatic. And so something that previously only the largest countries in the world could afford to do, suddenly it's more accessible. And if you're in if you're venture capital, if you're in business, what does that do to your business model when it's a tenth of the cost that it used to be to access that space? I guess I think that's played a role in why this isn't the same old environment that maybe some of us have grown up in for the last, say, 40 years or more.
Reusability has been key to that, and that's one of the reasons why Starship is such an extraordinary project. We don't throw anything away on the Starship program. We don't dump anything in the ocean. We bring that all back to the launch pad.
So space.
Journey, this is a appropriation committee. Gwen's looking for infrastructure spending for SpaceX. SpaceX is trying to scale their facilities in Texas, and she's making a case for appropriations to upgrade Highway 4, for instance, or upgrade power grid systems where they're building factories and stuff. I'm just peeking around to see if there's anything new here, but it's good that she's mentioning all this, which is cool.
SpaceX is doing that, and other companies too, where now.
Yeah, I would add that this is Texas. This is a Texas Committee on Appropriations, so this is a state committee, not a federal one.
The rocket is no longer disposable; it's reusable, and then that further accelerates the drop in the price of being able to access. And then some of the research, some of the work that's been done in space. I mean, do you see in the future the production of materials or other resources that will be then brought back to Earth that will impact people's lives here?
Interesting question.
It's expensive to bring things back to Earth, even with a ship like Starship, but I think it will be, for sure it will be helpful back on Earth. Anything that we learn about humans, human life in space, that knowledge can be used back on Earth for sure. Mm-hmm. And some technology as well. I view the manufacturing and the production of elements in space basically provide the capability for us to leverage that in space and go further.
And I have a question for...
Based in space. It's pretty rad.
JSC,
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
How can the state better partner with you to really be synergistic with the efforts that you have here in Texas?
Yeah, thanks for the question, Mr. Chairman. So I'll amplify what you said, by the way, that this space economy that we're witnessing is just incredible. It's exponential growth in the commercial opportunity for economic and strategic development of space. We're really at a fantastic inflection point. And I want to be clear that
All right, I just want to see if Gwen talks anymore. This Mikhail Gorbachev looking guy. Okay, Gwen's gone. All right, cool, sweet. Good stuff. Cool. I didn't really get anything new from that, but that's cool. So, I mean, let me put it to you like this. Gwen wouldn't be there unless SpaceX was seriously considering some absolute massive scale upgrades in Texas. I mean, she kind of talked about that at the beginning. It's not really pertinent. I was kind of looking for some FAA stuff, but it's not necessarily pertinent to that, but it's still cool to hear. Yeah, SpaceX is going all in on Texas. The Bastrop expansion, as she mentioned. Dude, these... Yeah, check this out. Look. This is from Joe Tegmeyer. Took these pictures. Look. That's their new HQ. Look at all the tunnel. Look at all the TBM stuff. That's all. These are all TBM parts. The reason why is because there's a tunnel right there that goes underneath the road. See, there's two portals right there, and they pop out over there. Yeah, this facility is like SpaceX, Boring Company, there's a bunch of stuff, dude. Some of Booster 11's Raptors are at Massey's. Oh, excellent. X headquarters and Neuralink. Yeah. Starlink is part of SpaceX. Yeah. There you go. Is that a mini golf course? I don't know. Is it? Kind of looks like it. Yeah, those are big facilities. That's a big place. Look at all the... Dude, look at the loading dock. You needn't look no further than that damn loading dock to see how crazy whatever's going on in there is. Oh my goodness. Do you think they'll ever leave Hawthorne permanently? It's possible. But I don't think that's going to happen for a little while. And we know from workers that that's a water truck. There you go. There's your water truck. Yeah, see, I got to get into building. We got to get into building workers and resources, stuff like this, with the stockpiles right on site. I got to learn how to do that better. I wonder what that real estate in Hawthorne is worth. Who knows? Hey, Rev, what's going on? Yeah, man. That's nutty. We learned something from workers. That's right. I want to see these pictures. Man, that is a big facility. It's on both sides too, by the way. Yeah. SpaceX, Neuralink, all that other stuff. See the tunnels right there? The two portals, they pop out over here. There's more stuff on the other side of the road. Yeah, see? There's the Boring Company HQ right there. And there's some grass. Yep. See? Look at the stockpile. It's a good idea. Should do that. Anyway. Yeah, good. That's cool. All right, anyway, we got some updates from Stoke Aerospace. Let's see what they're up to. So this is activation testing on their Stage 1 engine vertical test stand is well underway at Stoke's Moses Lake test site. Here's the water deluge system doing its thing, ready to support the next phase of our full flow stage combustion engine testing. New test stand. Where's this at? Oh, it's a 2-cell stand too. Look, that's only one. That's only one flame bucket. Do they have no foundation, or am I missing something? Huh? Oh. No, it's on pilings, dude. It's on pilings. Here. I'll show you. No, it's not those. Hold on. It was the other picture. Okay, right here. So look, see the pilings right there? There's concrete. That's concrete. It's just for the supports. Now, does that mean the interior of this building is going to be dirt? No. No, they pour the floor, right? They pour the floor for this building, right? After the roof's on. Why is it called a flame bucket when it's clearly a flame slide? I don't. See the concrete right there? That's the foundation, and then that you need a thicker slab of concrete to hold up the supports for the building, right? And then after, you can pour the concrete when the roof is on. It's easier to pour it then, you know? There's a place right next to that building called the Boring Bodega. Say it with me. Bodegas. Yes, yes, very good. Look at all the trucks in the top right. I pointed that out. Yep, yep. Never seen it done that way. All industrial buildings, like warehouse buildings, are made like this all the time, dudes. Have you seen what Representative Kelly posted on X of the FAA SpaceX? If it's in the last 24 hours, no, I haven't. But if it's any older than 24 hours, Shogun, yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, everyone, it's not just the US, it's not just Texas. Everybody makes factories that way. They pour the floor around the pilings. Yep, yep. Still very cool. Good stuff. Anyway, Stoke has a new test stand. I'm wondering where this is. Moses Lake test site. 6 hours ago. All right, I'll check. Is that building tornado and hurricane safe? Yannick, that Bastrop is not near the coast. Texas is big. That Bastrop is up outside of Austin, Texas. It's hurricane safe enough, dude. Hurricanes, once they hit land, they slow down. It's when a hurricane goes over warm water, it gets angry. So the coast is really like what you got to worry about. Florida doubly because there's two coasts. You know what I'm saying? Lived in Bastrop for a while. There's a Buc-ee's in Bastrop. Nice. Stoke has their test site here. Yeah, I'm wondering where this is, Thomas. Let's see. This is just not necessarily news. I'm just genuinely curious. Okay, Dr. Gnome. Boop. Thank you, Thomas. What the frick? Idaho? Oh no, Washington State. I was gonna say. What's this place? Someone should get fired over that. Oh, wait. No! No! Oh, that's a lot of maxes. Oh, that's just, hey, Thomas, look. A PBY. Cool. Anyway, so yeah, okay, this is Moses Lake. Interesting. I've never looked at this before. That's why I'm looking around. Munitions. Okay. All right. It's a Catalina wine mixer. Oh, look at that racetrack. What's all those? A lot of cherry pickers. This looks like it was an Air Force base, but it's not an Air Force base anymore. The ramp is certainly big enough to be an Air Force base. And it has the Happy Time ramp. It was Larson Air Force Base. Yeah, these are the Happy Time ramps. See that? That's a rad hardened bunker. And the idea here during the Cold War, if you ever see one of these, right, on Google Earth, you're wondering what the hell that is, look for the Happy Time bunker. It's a nuclear bunker, right? because during the Cold War, they would keep bombers that were nuclear armed on station in case something went down. 24/7, 365. We'd have B-52s sitting here fully fueled, or B-1s or B-2s, depends on the time period, fully fueled, ready to go. And the crews would be ready to go at a moment's notice. You get the signal, you run to your plane, get in it, and take off. Yes, happy time with B-52s. That's correct. Yep. And that's definitely a long enough, those are definitely 2 long enough runways. Yeah, look for that building. That building with the tunnels coming out of it because it's a bunker. Happy B-52 noises. Here. That's cool that we know where the test stand is now. But here, check this out. You guys want to see something cool? Look. Anyone here ever been to Orlando International Airport? Orlando International Airport wasn't always an airport. It wasn't always a civilian airport. It was a bomber base in the 50s. Look. Same thing. Same building. Pretty cool, huh? Not even close to that. This is the other side of the country. Hey, more 737s. All right, let's go. Yeah, note that this is all gated off. Because, yeah, no one wanted you. They put a moat around it. Actually put a moat around it. You see that? It was McCoy Air Force Base. That's why Orlando International has the call sign MCO. Yep, because it was McCoy. And it was only 2 runways right there. And this is where the military base was. You could see where the base housing was right there, right? See it all right there? And then they got rid of it, and then they built the terminal instead. Actually, just on a really, really awkward side note, the original terminal is right there. There was only 1 terminal back in the day for when it became a airport, right? And that was it, right? That was the only one. That was the only terminal. That's why there's a big parking lot right here. Now, it was like that for a couple of years, and then some company decided they were going to build the biggest theme park ever devised by man, and possibly a planned city down the street from this. And then they were like, well, better build a bigger terminal then. And that's what happened. Fun fact. Yep. And I always forget how other people's airports are. I can't wait to see Lufthansa move to Terminal 3 in Frankfurt Sausage. Terminal 3 will be nuts. Yeah. They built a new one at Orlando. Sebby too. Terminal C is huge. I was in that the other day. It's super cool. It has a transit hub next to it with high-speed rail. Okay. That's pretty cool for us, all right? It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat for us, okay? So yeah, that's where that test stand is. Note that this is a twin cell test stand. There's provisions to put another one over here. Is Orlando Airport still a military facility? No. No. Pigeon, the base got bracked. Along with Moses Lake. They get bracked. Basically, if geopolitics change, the military might need or not need a place, a military base or something, and basically Congress says, nope, we don't want that base there anymore, and the military's like, okay. And then yeah. And then they find other uses for it, like rocket test stands, which is pretty cool. Or racetracks if it's Sebring. What's the bet the OIG suits tell NASA to decommission the old Apollo test stand and start using commercial ones? I don't know, Tessa. Maybe. You know where I'm at regarding that, dude? I was thinking about it. Demolish the stupid things and move on, or build a program for them that needs them. It shouldn't be too hard if you just do what NASA was supposed to do in the first place, push the boundaries of exploration and technology in space to eventually be filtered to the civilian market. If you do that second thing, then you'll find a use for the test stands. It'll be pretty easy to find a use for the test stands. But no, we're not doing this one, and we're not doing this one. We're in limbo. So demolish the stupid things or use them. Anything is better than just letting them sit there and then paying for them to do nothing. It's really, really, really annoying. So, Constellation. Yep. In emergency, the military could occupy it again. Yeah, Stiegel, I mean, it depends on the base, but yeah. Brack failed Northern Maine with Loring. We're having a hard time finding people that want to use the base other than the Air Museum. Yep. 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 I mean, Tigers, you don't need to tell me. You don't need to tell me about that. Richard Nixon basically screwed the U.S. Navy completely out of Massachusetts. Yep. Because he didn't like Kennedy. So, there's that. Charlestown Navy Yard, South Boston Naval Annex, Hingham Shipyards. Bye-bye. All gone. You didn't need those, right? Anyway. Got more news from Stoke. All right. Farewell S2EV1. We retired our second stage engine after thousands of seconds of testing, including proving our heat shield's resilience under the full heat load expected during re-entry. This engine proved to be a honey badger, lasting through early development, the hopper flight, full power testing, and a ton more nuanced testing along the way. It's laid the groundwork. Nice. It's laid the groundwork for what's next at Stoke for our Nova rocket. Yeah, that was the thing. That was the motor that did the hop. Super cool. The groundwork. Yeah. Wait, how'd they put it through a heat load? I don't know. A blowtorch? I have no idea. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you would prove that out, but okay. Either way, still pretty cool. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Fire an engine at it? I mean, maybe, Tessa. Who knows? Maybe. So it's good. It's good to see new infrastructure being built. That's pretty sweet. That's a really nice test stand too, by the way. Very nice. I hope it has good drainage. Okay. Oh, look, the OIG again. That's good. Surely nothing bad is in this. So this is an Office of Inspector General, NASA's management of risks to sustaining ISS operations through 2030. To the museum it goes, hopefully. Okay, let's just go to the what we found section. NASA faces increasing risks to sustaining ISS operations through 2030. Ongoing cracks and air leaks in the service module transfer tunnel are a top safety risk. NASA and Roscosmos are collaborating to investigate and mitigate the cracks and leaks, determine the root cause, and monitor the station for new leaks. However, in April of 2024, NASA identified an increase in the leak rate to its highest level to date. Outside of structural risk mitigation, ISS program officials expect continuing operations of the station will require further repairs and upgrades of key replaceable parts. And the upgrades of key replaceable parts may be more difficult to acquire as suppliers decrease or cease production. These supply chain issues might become more persistent should NASA continue operations through 2030. Will NASA's strategies and predictive models for parts replacement meet current ISS operational needs, we found the ISS program faces challenges with future part needs. Sustaining ISS operations to 2030 will be highly dependent on reliable transportation capabilities for both cargo and crew. The lack of redundancy and limited capabilities increase the risk to NASA's ability to bring supplies, science, and crew to and from the station. Spray it with Flex Seal. Yeah, baby. Further heightening the risk is the current reliance on a single launch provider for cargo and crew that may disrupt planned ISS operations. Should we tell them the commercial crew program exists, or do they not know that? Should the single launch vehicle be grounded or fail? When was this report written? Oh. Should the single launch vehicle be grounded or fail, the United States would not have the ability to transport cargo and crew to the station. Instead, NASA would once again be reliant on its international partners to transport cargo and crew to continue conducting science and research. Yeah, just JB welded. It'll be fine. NASA considers the threat of micrometeoroid and orbital debris, MMOD, a top risk to crew and safety. The ISS structure, visiting vehicles, and sustain ISS operations. Recent events illustrate the impact of MMOD strikes. NASA mitigates the MMOD risk primarily through shielding and tracking. NASA installs shields on the U.S. segment of the ISS to protect it from damage by orbital debris 3 centimeters and smaller, and relies on the space surveillance network to provide tracking data on orbital objects in low Earth orbit greater than 10 centimeters. Thank you, Space Force. However, the agency accepted some risk from MMOD and does not intend to add further protective exteriors due to the high costs and technical challenges. Recently, NASA added emphasis through its space sustainability strategy to increase its orbital debris tracking capabilities. While the ISS program has sufficient plans and procedures in place to ensure crew safety in response to routine or emergency threats to station operations, these plans continue to evolve. Crew responses typically entail isolating sections of the station to contain the threat. In instances of more significant threats that cannot be isolated, ISS program safety procedures require movement to crew vehicles in the event of the station would need to be evacuated. Yep. The ISS, Soyuz, Crew Dragon, and Starliner vehicles have specific shelter in vehicle and safe haven rules, which includes evacuating the station. I'm sorry. Some of those things have that. Others, not so much. Soon, though. However, due to the high costs and a limited budget, lack of ready-to-launch vehicles prevent the agency from having an immediate response capability if crew vehicles encounter significant damage and are no longer safe for crew evacuation. After more than a decade of effort, NASA and its partners continue to develop a transition and deorbit plan to prevent an operations gap in low Earth orbit and ensure a safe and controlled deorbit of the ISS. Russia is not committed to ISS operations through 2030, which includes the deorbit plan and timeline. Without commitment from Russia to the current deorbit plan, the ability to conduct a controlled deorbit is unclear. In June of 2024, NASA awarded a contract to SpaceX to develop the U.S. deorbit vehicle to execute the controlled deorbit of the ISS in 2031. Nonetheless, the uncertainty of commercial low Earth orbit destination readiness, limited budget availability, and the potential delay in availability of the U.S. deorbit vehicle adds more schedule challenges and risk to NASA's 2031 deorbit plan. What? Who wrote this? What? What are you talking about? there's a lot of this that doesn't make a lot of sense. First, they're talking about MMOD risk, and they're saying, you know, they're taking a risk. You know, they're taking a risk with lack of micrometeorite debris shielding, but they don't want to put any more on because the station is being deorbited. What? I'm sorry? Why would they upgrade the station when they're getting rid of it in 6 years? Why would they do that? Why would you do that? Why would you put anything new on this right now? It's like 30 years old. Also, it just mentions kind of totally out of the blue that there's a potential delay in the deorbit vehicle. What's the... SpaceX ain't going to be late on that. Ain't going to be late on that, man. Give me a freaking break. SpaceX is going to do that, but NASA's OIG doesn't trust them to actually do it. Why would we think that it is going to be... That's a lot of weird kind of non sequitur points to bring up in this regard. But also, here's the thing, dudes. They're absolutely right about the end of that. This part. This is right. The uncertainty of commercial low Earth orbit destination readiness, limited budget availability, and the potential... limited budget availability, not the potential part. It's just this part. Low Earth orbit destination. Remember we talked a little while the other day. Cast your mind back to the other day when we talked in Space News about Axiom and what's going on with Axiom. Axiom wanted to make a space station for the that they will attach to the ISS, right? They will attach to the ISS, and then when the ISS is deorbited, they'll detach it and it'll become the first commercial space station, right? And to kind of build on that, you know, sending modules to the ISS and working with the ISS and international partners to garner brand recognition, they have been contracting SpaceX to fly astronauts to the space station. Right? And then on top of all that, they bid on a contract to get the Artemis extravehicular activity suits. For whatever reason, they decided to diversify in the startup phase, which is... I don't know why you would do that, but whatever. Yeah. That's what happened, and they have not been able to make profit for some time. Yeah, so they tried to scale. They tried to scale during like Series B funding or something, and their CEO stepped down. Whoops. So now they have to prioritize commercial contracts for a commercial station, right? And potential future customers down the road, or deal with your one customer right now, which is NASA, who's paying you to make spacesuits. Long story short, they bit off way more than they can chew from what it sounds like, and they have to work on those spacesuits because that's a paying customer. You have to get some capital, you have to get some profit somehow, right? Got to do that. So OIG is absolutely right about commercial low Earth orbit destination readiness. That's a big problem. We need to see concrete contracts being put out for commercial low Earth orbit destinations right now. And we need to see the plans for future commercial destinations right now. It's going to take the commercial industry some time to scale. Or some time to build up. Space station modules take a long time. It's a permanent spacecraft. That's a long time. It takes some time to make it, right? It takes a long time. But here's the thing. Commercial low Earth orbit destinations has been consistently underfunded big time. Like, they ask for $100 million and they're like, nah, we're not doing that yet. Here's $2 million. So that, I think, is a big problem with the stopgap between that. You definitely don't want that to happen. Now, why? Why do I think that? What's going on? What do you mean you don't want that to happen? Well, okay. Commercial low Earth orbit destinations. The commercial stations that NASA's going to contract to keep doing low Earth orbit science for a lot less cost, right? As they move to scaling up Artemis, right? The Artemis program. Basically, they're going to build Gateway in the moon base and stuff, and use the money that they were operating the ISS with to do that. Makes perfect sense, right? Hey, Cal, I'm great. So, if they do all that and the ISS does end up getting deorbited in 2031 and there's no commercial space station successor up on orbit operational already, NASA can't hand out more commercial crew contracts. How are you going to keep the commercial low Earth orbit economy going? If there's no space station, there's no anchor point, there's no place to go. What are they going to do? Fly more Gemini missions? What are NASA astronauts going to do? Do a Polaris Dawn mission? See what I'm talking about? Big problem. Big problem. Big misstep in your plans. I think the OIG is absolutely right about that. I'm not sure about the other stuff. There definitely is a crack in the space station, though. The Russian Zvezda module has a crack in it. It's on the back because over time, they've used Progress to boost the 400-ton space station. And that's cracking the docking ring on the back. That's why docking ports don't get used as structure usually. Like in Kerbal, right? You don't use docking ports for structure. It becomes a noodly mess. They've been using a docking port to boost the space station with Progress capsules since 2000. The Zvezda module was originally designed for Mir 2 in the Soviet Union. It's an old module. It's also based on the Russian DOS modules. The DOS modules were Salyut 1, Salyut 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Actually, I think Salyut 9 was Mir. It doesn't matter. Anyway, these are disposable modules. They really weren't designed to last this long. I thought you said POS. No, DOS. I mean, American components, Russian components, all made in Taiwan, right? Discord message. What's up, man? Oh, all right. Is everything okay? All right. In good news, CT2 odometer reached 2,500 miles. Cool. Awesome. Oh, they got pictures this time. I'll check that out in a second, Hell Hydra. I just got to shoot Predominant a message. Give me 1 second. I swear, I'm good at this. I've been doing this a while. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay, predominant. Yeah. That's what's going on, dude. It sucks, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Okay. Yeah, I mean that's what's been going on with me. That's where I am, dude. Sucks. Oh well. But that's good news. Anyway, so yeah, they're absolutely right about commercial low Earth orbit destination readiness, guys. That's a
this is
big
space.
problem.
I'm in space.
It's wrong button.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Thanks, man. Thank you. All right, cool. Anyway, let's check out the crawler transporter stuff, dudes. I'm pretty sure yeah, I don't want to read. I'm sick of reading OIG reports, man. I'm really hate it. Man, Space News was really fun before COVID, man. It was awesome. It was such a good time, dude. It was really fun before COVID. All right. What do we got from the crawler transporter here? Crawler transporter number 2, 65 to 2024, 2,500 miles, September of 2024. Apollo Shuttle SLS Orion Crawler Transporter, CT2, 2,500 miles, past, present, future. There's the odometer. They rolled back the odometer in 1977? Oh, what the freak, dude? Sorry, I came in late but been listening. You said similar reasons why we probably haven't heard much on Orbital Reef as well, just no contracts. It ain't rocket science, Cirrus. NASA needs to get that. They need to get Cleod figured out sooner rather than later. I'm talking Orbital Reef, Axiom. Axiom scaled. They have the technical expertise. Throw them a freaking contract. Starship, Starlab, that needs to happen, right? Sierra's inflatable HABs. Come on, let's go. Hey, dude, I don't even give a frick if you join all those things together and make a new ISS with all commercial segments. I don't care. They need that. That's something that needs to be figured out right now. If they don't figure it out right now, we're going to have a stopgap. They're going to deorbit the ISS, and there's no commercial market for Dragon missions. Unless SpaceX builds their own space station, which, I mean, I'm pretty sure that'll happen, but... The AXA Reef Hab Lab. Yeah, there you go. Only 2,500 miles is brand new. How much? Yeah, I wonder what the hours are on the diesel motors. But I can't believe they rolled the Odo. What the heck, man? Why would you do that? Beam doesn't exist. Bigelow's gone. They went belly up. NASA, when Bigelow filed for bankruptcy, they gave all their patents back to NASA. Bigelow no longer exists. Robert Bigelow spends time talking about aliens and stuff now. I really wish I was making that up. But hey, whatever floats your boat, homie. Did anyone buy up the Bigelow IP? No. Alco. That's in fact how Sierra got the technology. Yeah, there you go. Actually, yeah, you're right. It is. I just said the opposite of that. No. Yeah, they NASA, yeah, not sold it, but they gave it to Sierra Nevada. Does that say horsepower? No. Yes. No, it's shore power, damn it. It's shore power. Can we move on? Can we move? Can we? I don't want to do that no more. So check this out, guys. SpaceX making moves. You guys want to see something crazy? Look at this. This is coming from Air France. 2025 onward, Air France will progressively roll out an ultra-high-speed connectivity service for ground-like experience, delivered by Starlink. That's big. That is big news. Air France signed on to Starlink. So did United the other day. That's... Nah, there you go, John, right? That's pretty rad, man. To think SpaceX got into the industry to lower the cost of launching to orbit, and in doing that they became an internet service provider. Who knew? Who knew? I'm telling you, Starlink is genius. It's so smart. It's so ridiculously smart. Starlink also just passed 4 million users. Elon knew. They basically became the top satellite communication company. Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's why this is a big thing. Hawaiian Airlines went Starlink too. That's right. Here's why this is a big deal. Okay, so every other commercial company that's tried to do what, become a commercial launch provider in the past, every single one of them has failed miserably. They've gone bankrupt. Conestoga, Beale, Armadillo, every one of them has failed, right? And there's more than that too. Boeing commercial, Lockheed Martin commercial before ULA was formed. Everyone who's tried to do this it's gone horribly wrong. Now, why has it gone horribly wrong? It's because of the nature of the satellite industry. The commercial market for launching satellites into space has never favored reusability. I mean, and a lot of people that are coping hard at this point still think this. Now, what does that mean? So, basically, right when SpaceX came into the game, right, first of all, there was no demand for commercial launching at all, right? There was only Department of Defense stuff. The reason why is because the dot-com bubble basically crashed the demand for the launch market, right? It got so bad that Boeing and Lockheed wanted to pull out of launching spacecraft completely. Boeing, McDonnell Douglas, Lockheed, they wanted to wash their hands of it, be done with it, right? It got so bad that the U.S. government had to step in and say, no, you make a company, we'll pay you a contract to keep your pads operational and ready. And that's how ULA was formed. That and a little bit of industrial espionage, but they got caught. But so the demand goes up and down for the commercial industry. Give me 1 second. Cool. So the demand for the commercial industry goes up and down. It's sinusoidal. It goes up and down and up and down. And every time it contracts, right? And now, don't get me wrong. It contracted because of the dot-com bubble, but there are other reasons. Sorry, I didn't get to this part. The big reason is because the satellites, the nature of the satellite launching industry up until, basically when SpaceX came around, was launching big satellites into space. Big satellites out in geostationary. There was the original Iridium constellation, which is super cool. But once again, that kind of the demand, once the constellation was finished, that was it, right? These satellites that were launching up until that point had a shelf life of 10 to 15 years, right? 10 to 15 years. So you launch this, you get paid for it, and then what? You wait 10 to 15 years till it needs to be replaced? That's the commercial market is very tumultuous, right? SpaceX killed two birds with one stone here with Starlink. They solved the demand problem, the demand being sinusoidal, right? And they solved the revenue problem at the same time with Starlink. This is why Starlink is really freaking smart. Because not only, Starlink is smaller satellites. They're in low Earth orbit. They only have a shelf life of about 5 years. Guys, the first Starlink satellites that SpaceX launched are already gone. Way gone. Like long gone. Right? By doing a low Earth orbit constellation and decreasing the shelf life of your satellites, Starlink satellites are in decaying orbits. They need thrusters to basically station keep to stay in the right orbit. If they don't, they'll just come back down. Basically, if one dies, it'll just re-enter, right? And because of this, you need more launches to keep this network going, right? Because the shelf life is so low compared to like a geostationary satellite. So because of this, it favors launching Starlink satellites all the time. And the network is going to have to constantly be replenished with new satellites over time. Right now, we see more launches than more Starlink satellites coming down right now. But the network is constantly going to be maintained. It has to be maintained, and that favors reusability. Not only that, but if you're making the satellites and you're using them for internet and you're making money off of that internet, launching the satellites into orbit isn't even the part that's profitable. It's the ISP. It's Starlink is the profitability venture for SpaceX, right? Starlink is subsidizing their reusability, but it's all in-house. It's smart. They basically, because the problem was for the longest time was like, anyone can make a reusable launch vehicle. You can make it, but there's no market case for it. Now there's a market case for it. Now there's a big market case for it, so much so that everybody's copying them. That's what I mean about Starlink. It's very smart. Very, 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 very smart. It solved a lot of problems and basically is an avenue for sustaining the commercial launch market. And if someone decides to launch a competitor, Amazon, the rockets ain't going to be the expensive part anymore. See what I'm saying? It's genius, dude. Did you talk about the NTSB issuing an urgent safety warning for some of the Boeing 737s? No, I've had enough bad news today. I don't want to talk about that. Expendable payloads on reusable rockets. There you go, Pigzig. Mm-hmm. And the Starlink launch tempo made smallsats piggybacking much more viable. That's right. No one can compete with SpaceX on price to low Earth orbit right now for a satellite. Nobody can. Doesn't matter if you're launching a big satellite, small satellite, whatever. And all of that leads to this. Oh, Starshield. Yeah. Yeah, Starshield. Yeah, Uncle Sam is getting in on that. Getting in on the Starlink thing too. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. So SpaceX was able to buck the trend of demand by decreasing the satellite shelf life, which is smart. Very smart. That keeps your production lines going. You're always going to need more rockets. You're always going to need more satellites. And if the revenue gained from the internet satellite constellation is good enough, right? If the revenue gained from it is good enough, it justifies all of that and then some. And that definitely seems to be the case here. SpaceX tweet. Oh, EJ preaching against throwaway culture while preaching SpaceX for their throwaway satellites. It's kind of a reach, Dead Crew, don't you think? In the context of this? In the context of it, that's kind of a dumb thing to say. Don't you think? Because there might be a point where they get them back. That's probably very unlikely and not going to happen, but it could. How's Stratolaunch been doing? Anything new? Stratolaunch, from what I can tell, Mike, they bought Virgin Orbit's 747. They bought Cosmic Girl, and they've been using Stratolaunch has found a niche market for testing hypersonics. They have a very niche customer for testing hypersonic things that do things. I would argue without Starlink, a certain conflict would be going much differently. Argue against what? I never said Starlink was a bad idea, Creation. What are we arguing about? Understood. Right. No, they're looking at they're testing, Stratolaunch has been testing their Talon A vehicle, which is, it looks like a bowling shoe. Here. You think I'm kidding? When is the next Starship launch? Yellow Jacket, it's hard to say. Net November, though, because of whatever's going on with SpaceX and the FAA. It might happen sooner, but yeah. Right now, it's looking like late November, or not late November, late October, early November. Well, look, a Ford Mach-E. Shoot. Point remains that I can still give you crap for it for now. I will kick you square in the junk, dude. Like, square in the junk. And I'm not talking like if my fingernail is my foot and this is you, I'm not talking like this. I'm talking like this. You know, full on through, so my shin hits you right in the pelvis. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. Like so much that you go, oh! Like bounce up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like square in the junk while wearing a bowling shoe. All right. Just like all up in there, man. Anyway, son, I am disappointed. Please, my balls, they are very sick. Dead crew, probably. Oh no, not the bowling shoe. Don't forget to wear a shin rail. Thank you. Talking full fulcrum action. It's a really nice picture. Oh my god. While playing big balls on the guitar. Okay. All right. Let's go down to Starbase and see what's good. Oh, jeez. Okay. Here. This footage is coming from the Yak. The strong Yak. Mr. Strong Yak. Okay, so Jack spotted some of Booster 11's Raptor engines that SpaceX recovered from the Gulf on our flyover this morning. So this is an NSF flyover. Where are the engines, Lebowski? Dude, they did get 3 center engines. I was right. Why are you booing me? I'm right. I gotta sneeze, though. It's a turbocharger. Dude, look at that. They did get 3 center engines. See how they have the shielding around them? So those are the 3 engines that are in the dead center of Starship. Those are the engines that it landed on. And I gotta sneeze again. So these are the engines that Booster 11 during Starship Flight 4 actually landed. Those were the ones that did the hover slam. And then they shut off and it plunged down into the water. And apparently it exploded, but who knows? Okay. I got it, Creeper. Thank you. And see, the reason how you can tell these are the center motors is because see this cylinder that they have? There's the nozzle right there, obviously 1, 2, and 3. But the cylinders, that is the heat shielding because those Raptors are very close to each other and they got to move around. They have the heat shrouds on them. If we, if we go and look at SpaceX. Wait a minute. What was the... If we go, I was going to show you guys a picture of all the engines, but Take my word for it. That's Dan Hewitt. He is the he works in SpaceX communications. Fall weather looking good for launch. All right. Let's not read too much into that. You've jinxed it, and it will launch on a foggy morning into a 500-foot cloud ceiling. Oh, boy. October sky, you say? I hope so. Dude, Homer Hickham's been super spicy on Twitter lately. It's kind of fun to read. Anyway, that whole thing he did went on about the art program stuff. I was like, all right. Yep. It's interesting that they're really old. It's interesting that they got the center engines there, and then they got some of the engines. See, those engines right there have no heat shielding on them because they're part of the booster. This kind of shroud piece right there, if you look, right? These pieces right here, that was the outer ring of Super Heavy. So, yeah, it was. Most of us feel the same. Yeah. Winter is until the end of December, so fall doesn't mean much. Yep. I hate fall. Did I mention that? I really don't like it. I'd rather be sitting here baking in the sun all day. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Anyway, cool. Great pictures from Jack. What else do we got here? So, oh, more flyover pictures from Dr. Yak. Dr. Yak. Are you going to see the Representative Kelly post on X? Here. HD, here's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm trusting you here, okay? I'm trusting you. I added you as a regular. You can post links. Don't abuse the privilege. Okay? Don't abuse the privilege. See? Look, this is my serious face. Why are you doing? Why are you shaking your head? No, you gotta sit here and be able to post links so you can understand. 250 feet of water is 8.7 bar pressure. Interesting. We need more sound clips like I heard the other day. I do not remember the whole quote. I just remember that it was brutal. It may distract you, but no, it's a distraction for you. Yeah, no. Bill should get more spicy like that all the time. I wish he just did that all the time. Just hit the pillow. Just hit the pillow. See how you feel. All right. So this is coming from the super healthy ox man Yak. Ox Yak. SpaceX has become lifting the possible Pad B OLM pieces at Sanchez today. Sanchez! Here we can see the first large piece that arrived a few days ago, plus some of the pieces of the past few weeks. Be sure to tune in to this week's SPOO on Monday. Well, like I said, the proof is in the pudding, and I'm just dandy because I got a bowl of chocolate pudding down my underpants. We didn't have any pudding in there, Bill. I'm sorry, what? Sorry. It's from Black Sheep. It's a good movie. I feel like I'm playing Where's Waldo here. Where are those damn parts? Is that supposed to be Bill Cosby? No, it's supposed to be Bill Nelson. Bill Cosby, Bill Nelson, they're kind of the same. Did you RSVP in Flame Trench? Already done, Gaw. Yeah, I did it on Monday. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Hey guys, look. Radars. You just went over it. So those are the jig pieces right there for tower segments. Those are some internets. That is a wagon wheel. That's a forklift, a really big one. Big circles. Oh. Radar is stored in the balls. Yeah, haven't you seen that episode of South Park? A joke will never get old. It's still funny, dude. It's still funny. Feeling out of a job no matter what. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see, dude. We'll see. Don't get his daily reminder to not get caught up in it. Yeah, I see. Right here. Sorry, it took me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. It's all Greek to me, Sebi. That's a rotor from Satisfactory. Yeah. Yeah. So is geometry. Right. All right. Man, those are big tanks. All right, now I just want to look around. I don't know what it is, dude. This is eye candy for me. There's the carriage for the chopsticks for the second tower over there. This is some metal. Oh, the pulley. There's the pulley. One of the pulleys for the carriage is right there. See it? That's a crane. That is a tent. Oh, dude, it's a 2002 Honda Accord Coupe V6. How do I know it's a V6? The sunroof. That's a nice car. I owned a car like that back in the day. All right. Hell yeah. Sweet car. It's not a truck, though. Coupe. Yeah, you got to say it like that. It sounds all fancy. You got to drink with your pinky out. You know? You know what I'm saying? It looks like a sedan. That's not a sedan, it's a coupe. It's got the triangle taillights. It's a coupe. Actually, that might be an 03. Definitely a Honda coupe. EJ's too funny. Wait, no, you don't like that car? I own a car like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Toupee. It's got a toupee? Who's got a toupee? I'm bald. Actually, hair's looking pretty good today. Looking good. Chicken skin diet's really working out for me. You know? If you're looking for the big piece we saw come in. Oh, okay. It's a coupe with the son of a roof. That piece right there, huh? See? Great for trapezoids, man. I knew it. But also, we don't know what orientation that object is going in. But also, trapezoids, homie. Told you. I'm just really curious how that's going to fit in an 18-meter flame trench, because that's definitely not 18 meters. Same car. It's the second coupe on the right. Where? Anyway. All right. This is the best part where we get to scope on everybody's vehicles around Starbase. Anything cool? FJ Cruiser right there. Lifted truck. A dually. Short box dually, though. Not sure what you're going to do with that. Jeep Gladiator. Trash. Honda. Truck. SUV with a pickup bed. Tesla. Truck. Ooh, a short box. Nice. Another. See, long box dually. There you go. Nice. My guess is that the small side's down on that big piece mounting for some point. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That guy's got a spare tire. It's a really good picture. Dude, there's a short box right there. Nice. It's a gentleman's truck. Humvee, because Texas. There, yeah. Camaro. All right. Very nice. Bird. Truck. Anything cool? Any good pick? An H3. Gross. Grand Marquis. Very good. Nice taco right there. TRD taco. Any Toyota fans out there? TRD Tacoma. Yeah. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. What is GMT 400, I think? Actually, that could be an OBS. Either way. Very nice. You're too damn good at this. I love cars, man. Bird. Hey, all right. You got a JK right there with some mud tires. Bro! Oh, a 94 Grand Cherokee. Ho, 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. How does the other side feel? I heard ISIS likes Toyota, dude. Don't say that in here. Where's Elon's car park? I don't know. That's a whole lot of trucks. Yep. Yep. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that a school bus? What the hell's that doing there? What the hell's that doing there? That's weird. It's the magic school bus. That's Elon's car. Elon's car is a school bus. Okay. All right. I guess. Does Elon have a Cybertruck? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he tools around in. Sorry. The great pictures from Jack. Okay. Oh, dude, look at the bracing that they're putting in on the tower. Damn. Any other good stuff? Is there any cars in there? Let's go look at Jet. Next picture. There's Ryan. Ryan's doing his thing. You know what? You know what? You know what? We'll just leave it at that. You know, we'll just classy. Are we crap posting? Are we crap posting on Jack Sears? You're damn right we are. You're damn right we are. Okay. All right. Look, Ma, we did the internets today. It's great. Sorry. Sorry, Jack. Oh my God. He's probably looking at that going, what the All right. HD, where's the representative tweet? Sorry. Oh, he liked it! He liked it! Yes, we're off the hook! Yes! Yes! He liked the tweet! We're good! Oh, Rev, you liked it too. Hell yeah, man. All right. What did you miss? Bandit, what, dude, look at this new picture that Jack took of the Sanchez site. Isn't it awesome? There's some new parts for SpaceX's orbital launch mount. See right there, it's the trapezoid. But screw that. In the top right, There's a 1994 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Look at that. Look at that. Wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look. It's got like 3 different types of paint on it. It's fantastic. It's tiny. I know, right? SUV from 1994. SUV from 2024. Yeah. You see what I did there? You see what I did there? See what I did? Boxy, but good. Messmaster nods in disgust. Prove it's a 94? You can tell it's a 94 because of the way it is. I think you still need a bus motor, a 24 valve Cummins. Lufus could do with one of those. Okay, here. All right, let's see what old Kev's up to. Oh, wait. Oh. No, come back.
To see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, though bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? America, my
That's awesome. Sorry, I was gonna stop it, but you don't stop the national anthem. Sorry. Sorry. I don't know what came over me there. I saw that for a second, and I'm just like, we need to just look at it, staring at it. That's a big flag. Really though, why is it horizontal? It's horizontal because of wind. If the flag is hanging on the side, if that flag was hanging on the, like, if it wasn't windy, that would be the right way. If you're hanging the flag vertically, stars in the top left. This is not just the US, this is most countries' flag code. There's a certain part of the flag that goes in a certain quarter. US flag code is basically a direct copy of the UK's flag code. It's the same thing. We have the same flag code because we lifted it. We culturally appropriated it, just like your measuring system. Yeah, no, that worked. Some things we didn't culturally appropriate, but we can all agree that tea belongs in water. Right? Did you guys see? I think it was 2 weeks ago during a flame trench. I went, the one that I wasn't on, I asked Chris B if tea belongs in, does tea belong in water? Yes or no? And he was like, wait, what? In the water. See, Bill, in the harbor is water. That's fine. Some people just enjoy their tea in salt water. You know what I'm saying? Where else would it go? Yeah, I know. It's weird, right? It's so strange. How else do you make tea? Yeah, right? Yeah, some people just enjoy their tea in salt water, okay? Like, salted tea. Oh, God. Crispy just liked the Jeep tweet. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. He liked the Jeep tweet. Oh, God. Oops. That might be an older one, Mutter. I'm pretty sure it's a 94, but it's hard to tell because it's got like 4 different colors of paint. But I think the gold, that might be pulling this out of my tail, but I think the gold only came on like the nicer Grand Cherokees at the end of the run, but I could be wrong. He mentioned you on the last Shuttle Sunday. Nice. Yep. Yep. It's bad. Sorry. Anyway. On the truck towing Atlantis? Yeah, Cryo, but that's a Tundra. They're nice trucks, but it's not a Hilux. And more importantly, it ain't even American, man. It's not an American truck. You gotta have an American truck towing the space shuttle. Where's the damn Ford towing the damn space shuttle? That is a low point in the shuttle program for multiple reasons. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Pause. Atlantis, you're right. That was Endeavor. If you're talking about the picture, that was not a Tacoma. That was not one. Should have a good American car like a Lexus. Yeah, sure. No. Yeah, Cryo, that's right. That picture of Atlantis rolling out from the factory in Palmdale. That was not a Tacoma. That was a Peterbilt 352 cab over. Peterbilt. Peterbilt 352 cab over towing the shuttle. That is here. I will show you. See? That's a Peterbilt 352. Now we're talking. It ain't no Mac, but it's pretty good. Pretty good truck. It's no Mac F series. Okay, it's no Mac F series, but it's pretty good. Peterbilt 352 is a pretty good truck. Yeah, Thomas, I don't hate it. Those are cool. Those are really cool trucks, actually. I wonder if we could find that picture. There's a 352 towing the shuttle and a 362 out in front in that picture, Cryo. I don't know if that was on Twitter or if he sent me a DM. I'm pretty sure Chris sent me a DM and he said, and he was like, what kind of truck is this? I'm like, you rang, you know? It resembles a pug-turned truck. Hey, Yannick, you guys are the ones obsessed with the cab overs over there, okay? That's your thing. We decided that was dumb, all right? So, all right, cool. HD, I swear I'm getting to this tweet. Here we go. All right. Those trying to hold back SpaceX for, at best, arbitrary bureaucratic reasons are acting directly against our national interest. Oh, man. Kevin's getting super spicy. This dude is just like, no fricks given. Elon says yes. All right. Here we go. Where are we here? Oh. Okay. For internal use only. Oops.
Yesterday, FAA Administrator Michael Whitaker testified before the House Aviation Subcommittee. In response to my questions about his agency's fines and the delays they've imposed on SpaceX, he made a number of statements that appear to be completely false. For example, he said that SpaceX launched without a license. That's simply not true. So there are two possibilities. Either number one, he doesn't know what's going on at his own agency, or number two, he deliberately deceived a congressional committee. Either possibility raises serious questions about his fitness to lead the FAA. I have sent a letter along with questions for the record to Administrator Whitaker, which he is compelled to answer, to explain his false testimony. And I'd implore him to look at this chart. Objects launched into space over time. The point where the United States breaks away from Russia and China and sees absolutely exponential growth is when SpaceX started launching rockets. This company and the broader commercial space industry are tremendous national assets. And those seeking to hold back their progress for, at best, arbitrary bureaucratic reasons are acting directly against our national interest. I yield back.
Whoa. Damn. Guy was pissed. Representing Lake Tahoe with ferocity, dude. Damn. Is that guy even alive anymore? Tell us how you really feel. Holy crap. That's some jocularity right there. Oh my goodness. You even brought out the chart. I'm sorry, that's pretty funny. Savage. Just savage, man. He even brought the damn chart out. Printed chart. What year is it? Oh, jeez. SpaceX launched without a license. Thomas, you're saying that's partially true. Well, yes, they had a license. They violated that when they changed the LCC without having proper authorization for it. Yeah. Like I said, both parties are at fault here, I think. That's really where we're coming down to. And because there ain't no angels here, yeah, it's just gonna come down to who can scream louder, I think. I hope not. Actually, you know what? I don't want that to be a result. Screw that. No, hopefully this allows for better regulatory framework so SpaceX can launch more. That's the best outcome that we can hope for, guys. Because, yeah, this is a freaking cluster frick, dude. Launch Control Center, Angry German. Yeah. A printed out interactive animation. Yep. Could have removed all the stupid edit buttons and all that. Yeah. SpaceX is just pointing out the flaws in the system. Maybe not with the best tact, but they do it in any event. No, yeah, dude. That's on the House floor. So that's the lower chamber of the legislative branch of Congress. That's not like, let me put it to you like this. That's not a place where you go and call somebody a liar. That's not really where you do that. That's why it's funny, dude. Like, bro, call him a liar on the lower house, or in the lower chamber of Congress. All right. Damn. A liar or an apt. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You notice how he left himself a little out there. Question is, how many people are actually paying attention? I don't know. How many people are how many people were there? It doesn't look like there's a lot. It doesn't look like there's a lot. The stenographer's there, though, and that's what matters. See that? See those two? That's what matters. Just join what's going on. So, I don't know why. So what I'm failing to understand here is why is Kevin Kiley, a representative from California, who I don't think SpaceX has anything in his district that he represents. Why is he going to town for them? That's, I mean, I don't hate it. That's cool. But I'm like, did you just decide frick these guys, frick the FAA one day? You woke up one day and chose violence? Like, Slick Six? Is that his district? Where is CA's third? Hold on. Oh, geez. So his is the third. The green is the districts that he represents right here. So there's not a lot going on out here, but over here, huh. He's just a really big Finkel fan. He might just be a space nerd. You know what, Alt Systems? If that's the reason, good enough for me. Good enough for me, man. That's good. All right, cool, sweet. A tech center, maybe? First Plus, he seems to understand a whole new market is beneficial to a state's economy. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I'm almost expecting a nefarious, like an ulterior motive here. Not nefarious, that's not the right way to say that, but Jack replied to my Jeep tweet with another picture of Jeep from the flyover. Could they be lobbying him? You generally don't lobby people that aren't where you don't have facilities in their districts, right? But also Jeep. The Jeep saga. Oh my God. It's national politics, I guess, Steve. Yeah, I guess. Like, I'm not even mad. And that's what the... Okay. Screw you, Wayne. Piece of snot. Just over that green border in Nevada will be the new shoreline if we ever lose California. If we get the big one, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, he's going to have oceanfront property. Launch sites, man. He's thinking ahead, Cal. That's what he's doing. As a political science major currently, it's that. You think so? I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. I really honestly don't care who it is. Pick the representative that you don't like. If they went up there and said space is important, we need to fund space, I'd be like, yeah, let's go. You know, like, I don't really give a frick who it is. That's space saying I'm not desperate, man. I'm not desperate. I don't care who it is. You know? Kidding. Not inviting that conversation. That was just tongue in cheek, lax. But also, I don't care who the freaking is. It's pretty awesome. That's good. Go. He's right. He's right. I agree with him. That doesn't mean that that SpaceX could just break all the FAA's rules and be like, what? Why are you booing me? I'm right. No. That's not what that means. But also, it's good to see people arguing for more space in Rule 8 because NASA's funding is very, very tied to that. So that's a good thing. That's what we want. Yeah, please do it. Do that more, please. You'd say he's got space balls. Or Jeeps. Hold on. Oh. We have to find the right reaction to this. There we go. I got it. The second Jeep picture. I'm sorry. This is really funny to me. It's a Jeep. The 94 Grand Cherokee. It's awesome. See, the best thing about owning a Jeep is that you usually end up with a second one for spares, right? It's a Jeep thing, man. You wouldn't understand. Did you already cover that Ariane space? I mean, Maya Space is taking over the Soyuz pad in Kourou to launch a reusable rocket. No. Please, I want more copium. You have an RX-7, you get it. Yeah, Norath, hell yeah. RX-7s are sweet. Also, how close is that Nevada missile range? More space stuff might have a high chance to spill economic benefits over the border. But SpaceX doesn't do any missile stuff, Aqualux. Right? No, I think Stiegel is right. I think he's doing this on behalf of national security because he thinks it's better at a federal, not a state level. Which, you know what, man? Like I said, I'm cool with it, man. I really don't care. That's fine. Norath, Tessa wants to know what RX-7 you have. Do you have an FC or an FD? If you have an FD, I'm very jealous, actually. SpaceX does the internet to control the wingman. Right. Can this set the Jeep as your background for Flame Trench tomorrow? You know what, man? I'll do it. I'll do it. Mutter, that really gets the noggin jogging. All right, hold on. I have to go to the Flame Trench, at Jack, at Camar. Hey, fellas. Would it be possible to have the Jeep from Jack's flyover picture be my background on the Flame Trench this week? All right, cool. Done. I would show you the NSF Discord, but I'm not going to. Going through my shots looking for more images. Norath has a 79 FB tube chassis race car, 12A Bridgeport. You have an 84 FC tube chassis race car with a 20B that's naturally aspirated, and you have an 87 Turbo 2 street car, and another FC. Oh, Norath, I like you. You're all right. I like you. That's cool. Jack's all right with this. Oh, God. I like spinning Doritos. Yeah, all right, cool. What else we got? Why am I'm gonna end, dude? You know what? It's my fault. It's my fault. I'm trying to be funny, and I'm gonna end up with some crapbox Jeep as my background on the Flame Trench. But you know what? I'm willing to take the L. It's fine, because that's really funny, dude. All right. Okay. Ariane Group owned Maya Space, building the heaviest of the rockets designed by Europe's Staratups, wins the Kness-managed bidding process to operate from former Soyuz launch pad at the European spaceport in French Guiana. Criteria included at least a 1,500 kilogram launch to LEO by 2027. They tagged the wrong my. I didn't know they smoked copium in this part of the world. I wanted to make that joke, but this is just bad. Oh dear. Okay. Is that a 3D render? Yeah, of course. 1.5 tons isn't that much. Yeah, Yannick, it's a tiny launch vehicle. But I guess I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it's good for like to fit in the existing Soyuz facilities, but also it just sounds like copium. Oh, dude, even more renders. Let's see what we got. Just 3? Look at all these happy people. Look at that. Look at how happy they are. That guy is just really happy to be there. That looks so wrong, dude. Oh gosh, it's 100% copium. Maya Space was created to be more like SpaceX on its approach to rocket development. Dude, it's a Falcon 9, but it's missing the other 6 engines. It's only got 3. Interesting. Interesting. I'm sorry, this whole Jeep thread is pretty funny, dude. I hope someone got a kick out of this. I hope someone found that funny, because now everybody's gonna think I like crappy early '90s Jeep Cherokees. So I like Jeep Cherokees. The Grand Cherokees, no, I don't want that. Okay, but do they have a billionaire founder? Yes. It cracked you up? All right, cool. I hope someone found that funny. Falcon 3, yeah. I'm missing something with the Jeep. It's a flamingos moment, Pie Guy. You know what I'm talking about? It's a flamingos moment. No one gets that but you and I, and maybe 1 or 2 other people. It's a flamingos moment, but reversed. It's a 94 Jeep Grand Cherokee. I love those. You know? I really don't. Those things are so crap. They're known for terrible electrical problems, but that's par for the course for Jeeps. Yeah, Tessa, exactly, right? Exactly, yep. Jack also sent me this. You know, he sent me that from another flyover. He's just sending me pictures of the Jeep. Okay. All right. What else do we got? Let me see. What else is here? Bandit, you linked this. What's on your mind here? Let me see. What do we got? This is something from NASA. Oh, yeah. Jeepers. New Cape flyover? Oh, oh, oh. Meet innovation. Money. This is the tooling for the EUS. Cool. Forget Starship. We need weekly flyovers of the Jeep. All right, sick. Jeepers. Manufacturing equipment that we'll use to build the components for SLS for future the Space Launch System rocket for future Artemis missions is being installed at the agency's Michoud assembly facility in Nowlands. The novel tooling will be used to produce the SLS rocket's Advanced Exploration Upper Stage, or the EUS, in the factory's new manufacturing area. The EUS will serve as the upper stage, or in-space stage, for all Block 1B and Block 2 SLS flights, in both crew and cargo configurations. In tandem, NASA and Boeing, the SLS lead contractor for the core stage and exploration upper stage, are producing structural test articles and flight hardware structures for the upper stage at Michoud and the Assembly's Marshall Space Flight Center in Huntsville, Alabama. Early manufacturing is underway at Michoud, while preparations for an engine firing test series for the upper stage are in progress at Stennis, the Stennis Space Center, in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Not right now, it isn't, that's for sure. Now, seriously, stay safe. That storm is getting really bad. New Orleans, yep. The newly modified manufacturing space for the exploration upper stage signifies the start of production for the next evolution of SLS moon rockets at Michoud. With Orion spacecraft manufacturing and SLS core stage assembly in flow at Michoud for the past several years, standing up a new production line and enhanced capability at Michoud for the EUS is a significant achievement and a reason for anticipation and enthusiasm for Michoud and the SLS program. Okay. Yeah, sweet. They're performing ultrasonic test inspections on the mid-body V-strut for a structural test. Okay. Yeah, that's the, yeah, okay. Sweet. What are those two dudes doing? Install a, yeah, okay. Strain gauge on the forward adapter barrel structural test article for the EUS. Sweet. Cool. You're in Tampa, the wind is blowing. Guys, yeah, seriously, stay safe. That storm is no joke. And we don't need a, we don't, yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to bring it up. We don't need what happened 19 years ago happening again. There ain't not much we can do about it if it does, but you get what I'm trying to say. Don't do anything dumb. Yeah, doctor, there you go. I'm looking around for anything else here. You need to break out the blenders and hunker down for the long haul. That's right. Hold on. SpaceX starts a new major infrastructure project every 6 months. This is coming from Zach. This is one of the main reasons I'm expecting the highway won't survive the first half of 2025. I hunkered down in my truck, nowhere to go. All right, that's fine. Your truck will save you. That's right. High Bay and Stargate, once operations move to the new office, will make way for the Giga Bay. Can you make another one that's deeper, backed up against the parking garage? Oh. Moved it forward a little bit more in line with Mega Bay 1. And backed it up to the parking garage. Any closer and it starts to look like it's on top of the parking garage. I had left that small road in, as I'm not sure where the entrance to the parking garage is. I thought it was on that side. So this is just people estimating that SpaceX is going to build basically a VAB right there. Actually, hang on one second. You'd be able to tell if they were going to expand something there. Here. He said backing it up against the parking garage. Well, if they were going to do something crazy like that, here, let's go. SPL. Watch. Let's see if on Starbase Live there's any, Visit Granger. No, I don't think I will. Do you have any pictures of the, Yeah, baby. Some dudes just working way up in the air.
There was a tractor in the field where Soyuz came down.
Chris?
Down doing long on your like it is now, but then we get.
Guys, if you guys want to do some digging, right? If they were going to do something like that, right? Look at the side of the parking garage that's facing towards the Star Factory. If there's like scaffolding on it and like stuff that's roped off, like as a potential walkway to that new bay, right? That's what I'd start looking for. You wouldn't build it, build a parking garage, build up one wall of the parking garage, and then knock it down to build a pathway later, right? Check. See, maybe that's right. There is. Really? Let's, can we, here, let's look at the, all right, let's see right here. This is, let's go in here, States. All right. There's those SPMTs that we were talking about yesterday. So that's one side of the parking garage. That's Remedios, if I'm remembering right. Do we have another side of the parking garage? See what I'm talking about? That guy might be onto something. But you might build a triangle-shaped area to drop a hopper onto. Hey, that was a good idea. That just didn't pan out. I think that might just be for whatever type of cladding they're putting on this thing. If I'm looking, see the. Don't look at our cars. Why not, SD? Bro, you'd be off your gourd if you didn't think I noticed that Ram 2500 right here. That's lifted. Or the Ram 1500 quad cab short box right there. Or the two F-150s that are on the second story of the parking garage. Or that 300C right there. You're out, dude, I'm sorry, I can't help it. Sorry, can't help it. Sorry, there's a Hyundai Elantra right there too. If you, bro, I already noticed all that. That already happened. Like, it's gonna happen whether you like it or not. Like, there's not much I can do about it. Launchers are straight fire. I'm just going to scrub through this real quick. I need to see the other side of that dang thing. Yeah. Nah, that's not really what we're... This is where you'd want to see, like, tarps and scaffolding and stuff. I don't seem to see anything like that. And the high bay still does not have proper lighting or work platforms. Dude, the one that they built when we stopped, like, doing space news for a little while, the one that they built, the mega bay. So there's, like, the high bay, right? And then I remember them building the one next to it. Like, there's the two that are this way, and then there's one that's this way. That one. That is a pretty nuts facility, dude. What is in Stargate? Well, that's where their mission control was for a long time. I don't know what's in there nowadays. The cyber trash is usually parked next to the high bay. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm looking at that truck right there, the red truck from yesterday. It's gonna happen, dude. Are you considering going there for Flight 5? I don't know, maybe. There is a C7 over there, Vargon. I saw it. It's behind that Caterpillar excavator. Or the Caterpillar skid steer. Excuse me, not an excavator. I see it right there. Very nice. Very nice. You mean the DePlorian? You know what, dudes? I like Cybertruck. Not gonna lie to you. I would never buy one, but I like it. I think it's cool. Yeah. Very unpopular opinion, apparently. The one in the back is the ship bay. The only thing the high bay is used for is the weld between the nose and the payload section. The rest is done in Mega Bay 2. Yeah. Yeah, the C70 old Ford truck, Rev. I knew I liked you. Anyway. All right, dudes. There is still the, there's the new Cape flyover. I'll show you guys a little bit of the video, but it is NSF, and I would like for everybody to go over there and check it out for themselves. Ryan does the narration, and he does a damn good job, too.
Starship facilities at Launch Complex 39A. Stick around because we've got all of that and much more in this Space Coast flyover.
Yeah, baby. All right, we'll scrub through. You guys will... There's my boy right there. I see Dream Chaser. No, Adrian, where's the Dream Chaser? You will give me the Dream Chaser. We have ways of making you launch. Not with the FAA, though. Oh. That's pretty good, man. Good. That was when they were testing it in Ohio, though. You can tell they were testing in Ohio because of the way that it is. I want one. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. See that? See that? I will admit. I'm a man of principle. I love my trucks. But you know what I like more than trucks? Spaceships. Spaceships. Yeah.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Tier 1 for 2 months. Thank you very much. Click and drag up to see where your What the funkin' waggles? How do you think it has to have to be a computer after a spacecraft? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's what I thought that was. That's OneWeb's facility. They're expanding it. Huh. Cool. That's
Discovery,
blue.
go at throttle up.
Those are blue. That's blue's expansion. Hey, well, Lord, tier 2. 63-month resub. Thanks, man. Thanks for that tier 2. That really helps a lot, man. Thank you very much. Oh, there's my boy, Alex. Alex. He's talking about the landing platform. Oh, yeah. In real life workers and resources. GG, why do you think that game scratches the itch so much, dude? It's because if you look at these damn construction sites, they look exactly the same. I just like, it doesn't, man. It doesn't for me a lot. What the hell is that thing? Hold up. Hold up. You guys get to listen to this part.
Apparently involved a helicopter having a communications package from New Glenn being essentially testing all of the systems that they're going to be using for when New Glenn actually lands on the barge. We actually know this because some time ago, Blue Origin filed for a communications permit with the FCC precisely to test this equipment. When it exited Port Canaveral, it also carried on its deck an aft module simulator. This simulator also has its own landing legs in order to simulate how the aft module section of the New Glenn booster will be like right after landing.
Dude, Alex, never mind that. What the hell is attached to it? Dude, yeah, that's cool, but what is this? What is this thing? What's underneath that thing, man? Is that like super octo deca grabber load cell thingamajigger, maybe? Oh, there's no center to it. There's no centerpiece. It's just a load. Yeah. They're just sensors. False alarm. False alarm. Damn. Thought that was something neat. Boat. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Over it, SpaceX had to essentially push it to its limits. It came in at a very high velocity. We talked about this essentially this week in Spaceflight, on the Flame Trench, you name it.
Hey. I'm quite fond of that show. I'm quite fond of that. Yeah, Vargon, I guess New Glenn has a way to like weld itself to the deck or something.
You watch those. We discussed that a lot.
2 drone ships, 2 octograbbers.
Gotta start counting blue in there. We got 3 drone ships here.
All right, 3 drone ships, 2 octograbbers, and a simulator.
Word. See? That's cool. That's very cool. That's very cool. A lot of good stuff going on there. There's a rocket booster. But look at this aggregate storage facility. Holy balls. Look at this. This is an aggregates facility. They make all kinds of concrete. And look, fuel storage. Fuel is not stored in the balls. Fuel is stored in the drum. Seriously, that's the gas station for the port, if you really want to know. Space Lab, though. That's pretty cool.
For landing legs.
Now, enough with the port and all of the vessels. Let's go to the launch pads, because I know a lot of people like launches. One specific rocket.
No, I don't. All right, cool. I don't. I'm done. Seriously, watch the rest of these videos. They're awesome. Super informative. You'll learn a lot. And you're supporting my buddies and me over there at NSF. I will remind you that the Flame Trench is a paid gig. And, Sport? You know, streamers got to eat too. What? What? No, seriously. I like watching some of the videos. I don't like watching the whole thing here, guys. I want you to go check out these videos. That's kind of why I show them to you. Debatable. Is it though? You get paid to act that way? I know, isn't it great? I get paid to make a fool of myself on the internet every day. It's fantastic. Nah, seriously though. Okay, all jokes aside, it would behoove you to go check that stuff out. It's great information. Alex doesn't miss. Seriously, him, Adrian, those guys don't miss. They don't. It's good stuff. So when are you going to the Cape? I'm already at the Cape. I'm at Cape Cod. Which Cape are you referring to? There you go, Bob. Right on. Put the flame trench on your background. Nice. The important Cape? Yeah. You used to like watching the full videos. Yeah, except that there's that whole ethical thing about me capitalizing on other people's work. And generally, I do have permission, to be honest with you. I do, like, it's in the contract, but I also want people to see these videos, you know? You know, especially since, you know, these are good friends of mine. It'd be nice to support good friends of mine, right? Like that's the ethical thing to do, right?
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Back in the day when I actually had paper newspapers and 3 channels on TV, we knew nothing. Now I get top watch quality summarized and packaged for your convenience. There you go. Advertise yourself too. Hey guys, I stream on Twitch. Please like and subscribe and follow the channel. And if the YouTube video, if you guys give it a thumbs up, if you're watching over there on YouTube, if you give it a thumbs up, it boosts us higher in the algorithm. And, you know, more people can see the stream. And that makes me more money. Is this the kind of promotion you want? Unliked, unsubbed. What's Twitch? I don't know. I just canceled my chance. Dr. Death, thanks for the 43, man. If Super Heavy is caught on Flight 5, then what would the Flight 6 plan be? Do it again. Do it again. Like HD, yeah, do it again.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Thank you, all systems. When members on YouTube. I'm working on it, Brandon.
Oh, this is space.
I'm working on it.
I'm in space.
Okay, so HD, you want to have that conversation? That's fine. I think Flight 6 will be doing the same thing. Honestly, catching another booster, right? But don't catch the one that's already been reused. What SpaceX will most likely do if they get the booster back.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
Hippie. Thank you. If they get that booster back, they're probably gonna...
this is space. I'm in space.
They're probably gonna take it apart to analyze it because they're clearly desperate for flight-proven Raptors with the...
This is space. I'm in space.
That's why I don't do this. See how difficult this is getting?
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
I guess I'm in space. Roll for ads? Oh, somebody just did an ad time in there? What did they roll? Because whatever they rolled, they got nat 20'd. Get frick, nerd. Anyway, Thank you. Thank you for all the support, guys. I do appreciate it. Really, thank you. You asked to get paid, so roll ads. Fine. I would like to see you go bananas on a 72 Ford Maverick with a 351 Cleveland. You had a Clevo and a 72 Maverick? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, this is space. I'm in space.
We added 20 gift subs and 16 bonus gift subs to Crybaby 1980s gift. Because the gift...
This is space. I'm in space.
Oh. You guys broke the notifier.
This is space. I'm in space.
You broke the notifier. It's totally fricked. What was that? Hold on. Let me. The Twitch notifier is poo poo. Let me go see. Crybaby gifted 100 subs and Twitch matched to 20. Twitch gifted 36. Kippy gifted some. Okawu gifted 10. Twitch gifted 36 off of Crybaby's 100. Dude. Well, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much.
This is space. I'm in space.
Nice. Tier 3 from Bill, 42 months. Thank you very much.
This is space. I'm in space.
God gifted 5. You guys, with this Twitch matching thing, this is,
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Tessa? You too? Hell Hydra? Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, I get it.
This is space.
Message received. Jesus. Okay, all right, I get it. Okay, thank you for the support.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Yeah, WL. Great.
This is space. I'm in space.
You broke the notifier. I don't even know what that's notifying because it's definitely not what's in chat. Hey, LoJack Rick with 100 bits. Thank you. Stream apparently just became a mortgage payment.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Close enough. Hey, Dink, 89 months. Have some more support. We love you. Shut up and take it. I get it. All right, message received. I'm just trying to talk to you. I'm trying to talk, and I can't talk because I'm in space all the time. Like, what do you want from me? I get it, okay? Thank you.
Discovery,
and I mean that. Thank you. No talking. All right. Be over here. Then mute it. No. I mean, I could, but... No. I did the shameless self-promotion. Frick that.
Now, CJ, more impressions. All right, fine. You'll get all the impressions you want. Yes.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Shut up and take my money. Nice. Just got to type out what you want to say in Notepad and share that. Do a silent 5-minute stream like they used to do in the old films? You prefer Mr. Connery? Yeah, I bet you do. Chat. Verify distance to target. 1 bit only. Level 7 hype train. Anyway, Crybaby, thank you very much for the hundo. I do appreciate that. Dude, that helps a lot. That helps a lot. That helps a lot. Yeah, thank you very much. And thank you everybody. Thank you everybody else. Yeah. No, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm just trying to find our way. It's been a little, like I said, it's been a little tumultuous after the whole KSP fiasco. But hey, we're making it work. We're making it work, and I appreciate you guys staying with me. Thank you. For as much as a jag-off that I am sometimes. Good news, everyone! EJ actually has enough to put food on the table for the next week. No, it's more than that. It's more than a week. Which flight do you think SpaceX will attempt a full orbit? KSP fiasco? Steve, did KSP2 going under? Dude, You must know about that. There's no way you don't. I didn't get burned out on... I don't know if it's burnout, dudes. I didn't get burned out on KSP. I try to lock back in, and I try to give myself projects in KSP, and I just don't want to do it. Like, it just doesn't feel right. You know, maybe I need to go back and play some more, but, you know. Yeah, okay, Steve. Yeah, I was like, there's no way. No. Is it burnout or burn? It's not burned out, dude, because I still love space flight, man. Like, I still love it. That's not changed. If you force yourself, it's not fun for anybody. Yeah, Darkseid, I really started to get to that point where I started forcing myself to play, and I don't... That's why, I mean, that's part of the reason why, you know, play Workers and Satisfactory and all that. Also because Satisfactory 1.0 came out, but yeah. Yeah, I don't think... I'm not burned out. I love space. Dude, I could sit there and design stuff all day. Like, but yeah, anyway. I don't want to be down in the dumps because you guys just gave me a pretty good amount of cash. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. That helps me a lot. Say, man, I love racing in cars. I just can't bring myself to get on a racing game for some reason. Vargon, I was in a funk with racing for a little while too, man. You should come race with us on Fridays. We have GT3s at Brands Hatch after the Flame Trench. If you get Assetto Corsa, if you go to my Discord, you go into the Assetto Corsa, there's a tutorial to get all the mods that we have. So you can play with us. It's open. Anybody can join. I mean, you're not going to do worse than me, that's for sure. You know? Come race with us, dude. I was in a funk for a long time. I just didn't feel like racing. I didn't even watch Formula 1, nothing. Now I'm kind of like, okay, I'm kind of getting back into it. I still don't have the time to watch Formula 1, but where's the Discord? Exclamation point, Discord. Yep. Hermit beat me to it. The worker streams recently have been incredible. Yep. You could try to make spacecraft in rigs of rods. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going with workers. We'll keep doing the cool stuff in Satisfactory. We'll kind of see if Kerbal just comes back around. Because yeah, I've never burned out. I never burned out on KSP. It's just I have like a bad taste, man. Bad taste in the back of my mouth for all that went down. Like I really hold myself responsible because I told people to buy the game. Like I told people to say, like, I mean, I was pretty fair. I was like, you know, buy it if it's an investment, right? It's an investment. It's an investment. You buy it, right? It'll get better down the road. And I said that they had a lot of runway. And they did up until the point when they didn't, you know, like it's because they did. That's what I was told. Like, you know, what I say and do and my word to you guys means a lot to me. Like on a serious note for a second, that means a lot. I really, really try not to abuse that. So if I say buy something, like I'm putting my name on it, and that I don't take that lightly. And I put my name on KSP too, and I'm really embarrassed for how that ended. Yeah, Steve. Yeah. Anyway. We can get back to workers and Satisfactory, guys. I just thought, like I said, I don't tell this to garner sympathy or anything. I say that to just because I like being honest with you guys. Yeah, pretty much, Tessa. That's what I've been doing. It was a good game. It was going to be great. It still might. Don't blame yourself. Can't be right all the time. Yeah. Cheap fund initiated. Anyway, good space news, dudes. Let's jump back into workers. I want to finish building out those train tracks and workers, so we're going to pick up Satisfactory tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do Satisfactory again tomorrow. And once again, I'll try to do a quicker space news tomorrow too, unless some crazy news comes out before Flame Trench. But this has been a relatively slow week. I find myself... You know it's a slow week when EJ's looking at all the cars in the Starbase parking lot. I mean, I'm going to do that anyway, but when I'm making it a thing to mention to you guys, it's been a slow week. No problem, Pat. Thank you. Let's hope someone buys the IP. Yeah, maybe, Xerax, maybe. But yeah, I hold myself very accountable for that because I was there and I told a lot of people to get this and it flopped. And that really screws with you. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie. It messed me up a little bit, you know? Are you participating in Flame Trench tomorrow? Matt, I'm going to be there. Yep, absolutely. Yep, I've basically fixed my sleeping schedule. I've been trying to fix it since Polaris Dawn screwed it all up. So we should be kind of getting back to the norm here. Anyway, let me send you another card to see real quick then. It's not Concord flop, it's a playable game. It's just not, it's not terrible, just massively undercooked. Didn't flop, it was killed. It's not on you. Yeah, I know, Pins, but I know, like, dude, that's the thing, man. I know it's not my fault. Like, dude, I didn't develop it. I had some input. I was giving feedback for the game, right? Like, no doubt, right? Like, I should be able to just wash my hands of this, but I'm not. Like, I can't. I don't know. It's just a thorn in my freaking mind, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't know what that's about, man. It's just, you know. We will name this Workers and Resources stream Big Oil Money City Expansion. Yeah, baby. All right, cool. Also 94 Jeep Cherokees. That's your theme for today's space news.